One and one and one and two. Real dope. Certified. Xquizified. Yeah.
Jumalang. For those who don't know, on my Instagram, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Xquizified TV. I haven't posted an Xquizified TV in 6 years. Mainly because a lot of things started happening. Growth. Also, there's capacity because now you're doing other things. Yeah, man, I can watch Rosie, you know. When I also just, for those who don't know who I am, Libito Hector. My name is Hector, also known as Xquizified. I'm a culture curator. I love culture, I love art. I see it as my tool to drive change. I'm a change maker. Yeah, man, I feel like I'm a climate activist. I'm not really somebody who's too attached to titles. I love doing action. I'm an action man. I love being on the ground doing things, you know, getting my hands dirty or whatever it needs to be done. I'm a Converse collector, so I'm always rocking my Chuck Taylors. Yeah, but you know, I just wanted to host this young live to let people more into my world because since pandemic hit, I've been wanting. I realized that the digital space is something I've been more or less ignoring is not the word, but like I was never focused on digital things because I love being present in everything that I do and not having the capacity to have people to assist me with shooting and editing. It does drain. Hey Diana. So yeah, now I more or less have capacity or people who are willing to support me in doing more vlogs because I do want to vlog some more, let people see the work that I do because I feel like I do so much, but if you're not necessarily following my steps or if you know me and where I started, it would be something that you don't see and you hear from people, you know, and sometimes you miss opportunities to collaborate with people because they don't see or understand what you do. There's people who know me for World of Words, which is a poetry movement that I lead. Started World of Words when I quit my retail job. I used to work in retail and it's been a really beautiful journey to really just explore and, you know, follow my intuition. So people when they ask me what do I do, I'm in pursuit of my passions led by my intuition. That's really who I am and what I do. So it can change. My intuition or my passion can be food tomorrow and I'm a chef. So yeah, I've got a lot of plants in the space, Diana. So yeah, I'm happy that you can see that they are thriving. Yeah, but I've got a young note just to guide me so that this interaction is not all over the place. Yeah, but part of my intro was just telling you guys that I used to work retail, and the hardest decision was quitting my retail job to just pursue the unknown, going into uncharted waters or the route never traveled, you know? So it demanded a lot of mental strength. But yeah, man, I think I quit my job in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 8 years later. Oh, damn, it's been a beautiful journey. A very hard journey as well, but I enjoyed every moment. And I think the stuff that I do now, so I'm still doing my creative stuff under my company called Xquizified. So Xquizified is the name of my company, Xquizified Media. It just so happened people started calling me Xquizified and it became more or less my alias or AKA, whatever you guys call it, you know. So, but I also loved it and wanted to have it out there. And my social media accounts became Xquizified, which makes sense. How did the name come about? Is the name a question I get asked the most as well. It's the word exquisite and verified mashed together. So Xquizified. At that time, when I was trying to register a company, exquisite was the word I used to describe myself. And then I liked things that are authentic, I like things that are original. So that more or less, yeah, kind of cemented that direction. Then I gave it the definition, something that's authentically dope, something that's authentically original. It can be used as an adjective to describe situations. Yo man, your drip is Xquizified. Yo, your Chuck Taylors are always Xquizified. One of words, wow, is Xquizified. You know, so yeah, it's a word to describe amazing, authentic experiences. But yeah, what I've been doing is, just adding more things to what I do, or learning how to articulate what I do, because I also think it's important as a creatives to be able to talk about what you do, which is something that I used to struggle with. But yeah, I'm a culture curator. I feel like that just sums up everything that I do within culture. So music, poetry, fashion, and dialogue. For me, dialogue is an art. It's also a way to facilitate culture. Yeah, there's a lot. Everything within the art space, I'd say, And yeah, I have this enterprise called Xquizfied, but then I also got involved in a non-profit organization called Makers Value Partnership. So one thing as a creative, or as an artist, or as an entrepreneur, one thing I learned along the way is attach yourself to a purpose. Attach yourself to a purpose. That helps reinforce where you're going. That helps in identifying potential people to collaborate with. So my purpose is mobilizing young people, cultivating access to spaces, access to information, access to opportunities, access to healing. I believe art is a form of healing, and doing what you love is a form of prayer. So I really, my purpose is helping young people discover their passions and get into those spaces and have the relevant information to achieve their fullest potential. And then Makers Value Partnership, as a non-profit organization, was speaking the same language that I was speaking. And we basically, I was able to pour into Makers Valley, and we got to collaborate. And fast forward, they recruited me. I was just a partner who's collaborating with them. But then one of the things, when COVID hit, I realized that just focusing on my company is not me exploring my options to reach my fullest potential. So I put it out there into the universe that actually it would be nice to have Hector work and collaborate in other institutions, but at the same time have my company exist. So yeah, Makers Value Partnership offered me a job in 2022, and it was really a vulnerable time because COVID did a number on a lot of us. Recovered and worked my way up, doing amazing things. A platform called a Portal by Shed Studios and the Museum of the United Nations came through. So I curate a portal, or platform called a Portal, which is the first and only one in South Africa. There are 7 portals around the world, and I would say 7 in the continent, over 25 around the world, so I started doing that, facilitating cross-cultural conversations, So it's more or less like a life-size video call, and I still lead World of Words. I do tours of the inner city, cultural tours, and then I do part of the community at the Creative Uprising movement at Constitution Hill. That's where my studio is at. That's where we're at right now. I'm in studio. Ding! I won't say my number. But yeah, we're at Transverka building. Shout out to Constitution Hill. Shout out to all the partners involved in making sure that creatives can access space and have affordable working studios. So I'm highly grateful to be part of the Creative Uprising movement. But in the journey again, doing sustainable work. I work with Good Institute and Sustainable Together. We do a thing called Sustainable Sundays because I am an award-winning Maiden Guardian Young 200 for the climate and environment category. So I am strongly a climate activist, which is something that I feel like as Native people we do a lot of things that are sustainable or feed into the sustainability ecosystem, but we don't necessarily identify as I'm a climate activist because that's who we are as a people. It's just who we are. So it took a while for me to kind of put that title on my name, but now winning the award or being recognized by the Maiden Guardian Young 200 for 2024 was highly affirming. Shout out to the Maiden Guardian. I'm very, very grateful. For me not to be off script, also for this not to be too long. I just wanted to say there's more shows coming up, digital. I'm gonna be doing more things that fit into the digital space. My friends have relocated to other parts of the country, other parts of the world, and they're more or less not able to attend, but they still want to stay in the loop. That's why I did this catch up. But also for people to follow the work, It was never about me. It's not about me. It just happens through me. So I have people who assist me now in more or less documenting the work. So Xquizified TV is the channel on YouTube. And then there is an Instagram account called Xquizified Culture. So please follow Xquizified Culture here on Instagram, there in the world, wherever. Follow me on Xquizified, follow Xquizified Culture, but most of the things that I'll be doing will move to Xquizified Culture page. The World of Words page is still active. But we'll be just doing more things in the digital space. Also, for those who want to collaborate, I'm always down to collaborate as long as it makes sense, as long as it has an impact to it. So I really do want to collaborate with more brands and more people, especially in it could be things like product placement. I have a couple of clothing brands that like styling me. Shout out to Sumo Clothing. Those that are the most consistent brand. That's the most consistent brand that I work with. And then I do a lot of, I'd say, free consultation for creatives, young people who are unsure on where they're going in terms of direction, what they want to do. They're talented, they can do certain things, but they don't know how to go about it. So I offer free consultation, but the busier I get, it becomes more of a challenge to hold space for creatives to just have somebody to talk to. So I'm more or less, my solution for that was starting a podcast. So there's gonna be content coming up that will be a form of consultation, and hopefully it will connect and resonate and assist a lot of people. I'm calling it Thriving Artist 101 because the mission is to cultivate a culture of thriving artists. We really want artists to thrive, like be in your bag, whatever thriving means to you. We're gonna explore that and just more or less share tools on what it takes, what you can do. So yeah, let's build the culture of thriving artists. Can't do it alone. So the thing of having a network, having collaborators, and people that are willing to invest in it. Because I think we are invested in terms of when we need the healing, we know where to go and what to do. But we really now need some brands to put money into it, so it's sustainable from a financial point of view. There is a comment on the live, so the healed black man. How have you managed to be consistent with building your brand as a person in what you do since 2018 and now 2024, post-COVID? How have I managed to be consistent since quitting my retail job? I think it's staying true to who you are. That sounds very cliche. I've heard it a number of times, but staying true to who I am and why I do what I do keeps me on track. You can easily be sidelined or be misdirected because you authentically started doing this thing because you love it, because you want to drive change, but now certain people are offering you back to do something else. Now, like everybody is money this side. So for me, I do things for impact first and foremost. So it needs to be authentic to me and what I'm called to do as the light that people see me as. That's actually the first time I even say that I identify as a light. But yeah, I am a light in the world. And I stay true to that. Really just doing things that change other people's lives. So with Xquizified, it's creating a better world, one experience at a time. Through Sustainable Sundays, through World of Words, now going into the digital space with the platforms that we're going to curate. So that's that. So I just wanted to share that. And yeah, what's time looking like? What's the time? How long have we been live? Does it show? Yeah, because I want to end it.
Let's say 3 minutes. Let's go for 20 minutes. 17 minutes.
Okay, cool.
2 minutes.
Well, we're on 17 now.
18.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I think one of the other questions I'm asked the most is how do I perform on the stuff that you're involved in? So there's things that I don't make the decisions on who performs, but on the things that I do, such as World of Words, shout out to Sound Bar with Sound Cafe, I collaborate with them as well. Basically, show up for yourself. That's the most important thing. Show up for yourself. So attend events. It's easier for me to acknowledge and give somebody a chance to perform at my event if they also support me in making it happen. So attend events. Don't just see me online and say, put me on. So the approach with respect. My number is always on these WhatsApp posters, and then people text me without even greeting. Yo, put me on. I rapped, or they send me their links, and that's so unprofessional. So just respect yourself to respect the next person. So approach people with respect. Show up physically at the events. Go see what the vibe is like. So there's certain art forms or music that don't fit the type of events that I curate. So just because you saw my poster and you can hit me up, doesn't mean you fit what I want to do. Hence, attending to go see what this person does is very important. Go see my event, come and attend what I do. And then from there, if you can see yourself there and you fit with what I'm trying to achieve from an experience point of view, from a sound point of view, then you one step closer. Have your work out there in terms of links, digital streaming platforms, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, whichever place you want to put your music, your poetry, have it there on YouTube. Shoot a video, post your stuff on YouTube, whether you have a following or not. It's really nice when somebody reaches out to you, and I don't have to guess what you're doing. I can just find a link. Oh, here's a link, and I can see and hear what you do. And then another thing I would say is we always have open mic. And like the best thing, again, going to showing up. You show up, you sign up for the open mic, and you kill it. Like there's so many people that have performed on my platform who I'm like, yo, bro, I need to give you a showcase so you can headline and have a poster, and let's have the conversation on how are you building your brand. But it's essentially that. Show up, physically attend people's events, go talk to the organizers in person, sign yourself up for open mic, and don't take things personal, because people will hit me up and then maybe I forget to respond on WhatsApp, or I don't even see your message, because once my number, people don't understand how many contacts I have on WhatsApp. And once the poster is out or I send out a broadcast, I get a lot of responses. Sometimes I get overwhelmed where I can't get to everyone. Please don't take it personal. Just follow up. Yo, I sent you this message. Here's my link. I feel like the more information you can give me in terms of getting to the point, the better. Don't send me a hi and then I must say, how are you? Small talk doesn't work. A lot of event organizers are stressed and overwhelmed, managing anxiety and a whole lot of other life things that happen. So the easier you can get to the point, the better. Hi, my name is, I got your number from the poster, or so and so gave me your number. They told me you do 1, 2, 3. I'm keen to connect. I'm keen to work. This is what I do. And I see you having an event on X day. I will be there, and I'd love to see what you do, to see if I align with what you do. I want to love a 10 out of 10. I even look forward to seeing you in the day, and then I look forward to taking my time to listen to your work. And because the approach was clean and respectable, that means now I can more or less tell you that, yo man, you seem like a really dope person, and I want to work with you. So maybe your sound doesn't work, or the things you sent me doesn't work. Try doing X, Y, Z. Now I can give you feedback on how you can align with me. But now you're gonna be rude. Hi, put me on. Here's my link, and then I listen to it. No disrespect to rock or whatever other music that exists for the culture, but it wouldn't necessarily fit to what I'm doing. I would listen to it and I'd feel like it's a waste of my time, and I wouldn't even be motivated to give you feedback, So the trick with relationships is get people to invest in you. And how do you do that? You show them that you are invested in yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna share more of these on Thriving Artist 101. But for now, I think I shared a lot and we're good. Shout out to Soundbar, shout out to Rase Kula, I see you. But you guys came in at the end of the live. I don't want to do something that was too long. It was just a catch up. Subscribe, tap into the notification bell on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, follow the boy. I think most importantly, if you follow me and you love what I do, and you're not an artist, because it also happens that you follow the work, but you're not a creative in any way where we can work together, always connect me to the creative friends you have around you. So mention your artist friends on my Instagram, mention them on the channel. Yo, follow this guy because he does things that are amazing. I also wanted to send through a couple of shout outs. Shout out to the British Council, shout out to the US Embassy, shout out to Goethe Institute, shout out to the French Institute. Those people do a lot of cultural work within South Africa. And it was a dream come true, me working with these entities. And I just want to send that shout out, and let's continue working. So look out for Fête de la Musique. It's coming through for 2025. Look out for Sustainable Sundays, Goethe Institute. Look out for the programs we have under Makers Valley Partnership. They are all free. It's a free co-working space. The studio is at Victoria Yards. Shout out to Victoria Yards. Shout out to Nando's. Shout out to Tapo. Shout out to Get It's Boy. Shout out to Converse. The shout out list is long, guys. Shout out is long. Shout out to Mobile. Shout out to Sandbar. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Jermaine. Shout out to the Trovo Hotel. Shout out to the Johannesburg Art Gallery. And that's me, Xquizified.